Thank you very much. Enjoy tonight. Take care. Johnny Depp, everyone. Thank you, mate. As a student of Harrow School, Manchester University, the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, Benedict Cumberbatch was well educated and well prepared for a steady career in the acting profession. Then came the BBC's Sherlock Holmes and his life changed forever. A terrific string of hit films followed, including Star Trek Into Darkness, The Fifth Estate, 12 Years a Slave, The Hobbit, and who could forget a memorable turn in Penguins of Madagascar. All those crowned with an Oscar nomination earlier this year for his role as Alan Turing in The Imitation Game. Last year, Time magazine included Benedict in their annual Time 100 as one of the most influential people in the world, which is nice. And this year he became a Commander of the Order of the British Empire, better known as a CBE, so it's hats off to Benedict. In Black Mass he plays the brother of Johnny Depp's character, a powerful senator who, unlike his sibling, has managed to keep all his own hair. Welcome to the red carpet, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, very well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right,
yeah.
Cool.
I came to see Hamlet a couple of weeks ago.
Enjoy it.
Phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Benedict Cumberbatch. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Hello, everybody.
And congratulations on this film. It's brilliant.
Oh, I'm very proud to be a small part in it. It's an extraordinary story and an amazing cast, great script, fantastic director, and it's just one of those things where you get asked to consider playing a supporting role in something this classy. There's no question you're going to jump and do it. So yeah, I feel really lucky to be part of it.
I was going to ask you what it was that got you involved, all those things that you just said, basically, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I answered that question, and many others. God, how have you been coping with this weird...
It's weird, isn't it? It makes you sound drunk.
It does. We're not.
But we're not.
Drunk, sadly, no.
There's a wonderful relationship between these two brothers, and the loyalty between them is incredible. You know, they're at polar opposites of life, basically. How would you describe that relationship?
There's nothing thicker than blood. I mean, it's an extraordinary thing. They had a very difficult childhood together, and Jimmy Bulger, Whitey, was always very protective of Billy and incredibly proud of him, and even as an adult didn't want to be too close to him in order to tarnish his brother's reputation and damage everything that he'd achieved in a legitimate sense. And yet at his end of life, violence was his currency as opposed to politics in my character's case, and yet both of them are the two most powerful men at either end of the social spectrum, as in, you know, crime and law or legal in that part of the world at the time, which is quite something. Yeah. But I think, you know, they did have a really tough time. They were both from, you know, very blue-collar Irish American Catholic background, and this incredible community in South, a very tight-knit community, and not least of all around the family dinner table. So those ties last for life. And I think, you know, there's complexities of what we don't do or say in the film. We talked about what might have been done or said in their private lives, and just to try and hold that in somewhere as a kernel of truth between us, which the camera may catch with a look, but you couldn't write it. It's extraordinary. Yeah,
the best stories are the real ones, aren't they? That's it.
It really is true.
But Billy was a real character. You know,
I mean, he still is. He's a very sprightly. I think he's late 70s. Forgive me, Billy, if you're older than that, or younger even. But
I really hope he's watching online. That would be amazing.
He will be watching this now. No, I'm sure he won't be. But like, he's an amazing man, still much loved and respected in the community, and you know, everyone said, morning, Mr. President. I've got a very bad Boston accent. It's better in the film. He's still, you know, respected and known and taken care of and asked about, and he's, you know, he's a local character. And yeah, he had a huge amount of influence in his time in power, and he's much loved by a lot of people. A contentious figure, and as all politicians are, you know, one man's meat's another's poison. But if you consider their backgrounds, it's quite an achievement what he raised himself to. Really.
Does there come more responsibility when you're playing a real person, especially a real person who's still alive? I mean, you've obviously done it in the past.
It does. And the first day on set, there was a piper in the band of this huge parade I'm leading in one of the scenes, and I turned around and he said, "Who are you playing?" And I said, "Billy Bulger." And he went, "You look nothing like him." I said, "Okay, good. That's great." But then I don't agree. I mean, I think some of the shots I do look a little bit like him. He's a lot shorter than I am. I'm taller and weirder looking. He's much more sort of muscular and barrel-chested. So I tried to work out and try and get some proximity to him. I had a little bit of prosthetics work done as well on the side of my face, my cheeks, which no one's mentioned. They just
Johnny did. Johnny mentioned it. Johnny mentioned
no one who's seen the film, so they probably just think, he's been eating the hotel burgers. You know.
Chipmunk.
Yeah, my wisdom teeth out. But yeah, that was fun. Getting, you know, a sort of shape on for him, and his mannerisms. There's a huge amount of archival footage of him hosting this wonderful, chaotic, amazingly mad roast, really, like an LA roast, comedic roast, called the St. Patrick's Day breakfast, the pancake breakfast that he used to host, and all the dignitaries used to come, like John Kerry, now Secretary of State, obviously, was there and being having the piss ripped out of him, and just but with the wit and intelligence of a stand-up. I mean, he's a very well-informed, smart, incredibly well-read classicist, but also just this. You put a microphone in his hand, and you won't stop him singing, talking, a bit like me, and cracking really, really good jokes. So. Yeah, quite a character.
Okay, last question comes from the Twitter world. Sherlock FBNL. You won't be surprised by that. You're cast as a smart person. Do you ever wish the next call will be, do you want to play this badass tough guy? But I think he kind of is under the surface. I think he's sinister.
There's something very strong about him. He's got a steel core, no matter, you know, like I said, the currency is politics rather than violence, but he's a strong man. And he came from a very difficult, at times dangerous upbringing. And not to be rose-tinted about it, you know, he's a boy that's done good. But no, I know what that question's about. Yes, of course I would, and I'd relish the challenge. Yeah, or just somebody stupid. Would that be fun? That'd be much more like getting out of bed in the morning, much less work.
It's lovely to chat to you. Congratulations on the film. Lovely to see you. Benedict Cumberbatch, everyone. Thank you.